Hey, good morning everybody. Today's Flexibility Friday video is all done seated, so you can go ahead and join me right here on the floor and we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and come to a cross-legged position. Just kind of relax here for just a moment. Kind of take some deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and then out through the mouth. Relax here. Feel free to let go of any tension. When you feel ready, go ahead and open up the chest wide. So I can take my palms forward and push back. I can take my palms down or rotate them up. Try a few of those and just feel what feels good to you, what works for you. Breathe deep through all these stretches. Feel this relax through your chest. Good. And slowly rotate to one side. Rotate through the spine. The one important thing to make sure you're doing is keeping that spine tall and straight. You're not hunching over or hyperextending, but you're nice and straight. Good, and then go ahead and switch and rotate to the other side. Filling up those lungs, keeping that back straight. Good, then come back to center, open that chest one more time. Fill up the lungs, relax and release the air, and then switch. So put one hand on the ground, reach the other one overhead, keep that shoulder open and stretch the lat all the way through that back. Really reach to the side. Awesome job. Go ahead and rotate and switch to the other side. Lean. Really almost like something is tugging on your wrist towards that wall, the top wrist. Good. Go ahead and come back to center. I'm going to take both these hands in front of me. I'm going to rotate them so the palms are facing each other, but they're twisted. And I'm going to round out the back and tuck my chin. Stretching between the round blades. And then go ahead and take these hands behind you. Clasp your hands like this if you can. If not, you can just press towards the back. And you want to open up the rib cage. Open up, create space in the sternum. Space for your lungs to breathe, to fill up with air. Stretching out the anterior delt or the front of the shoulder. Good work. I'm going to take these feet out in front of me. And I'm going to hinge over and round my back. I'm going to face this side so you can see exactly what I'm doing from here on out. So I round out my back. It's okay to round the back here. Usually we try and say keep a straight spine, but here we're getting a nice stretch through there, so it's okay to round the back. And then take these feet out just a little bit wider and hinge over. Let the head drop, relax. Hamstring stretch and back stretch at the same time. Good work. Go ahead and roll back up to seated. Bend your knees almost at a 90-degree angle and then take one foot and cross it over onto the opposite knee. And then press against that top knee to the floor and keep that spine straight. Try and feeling a stretch through that glute. If you need to, you can press against the floor behind you. And breathe. The closer that bottom foot is, the more of a stretch you're going to feel. So if you want to take it a little bit closer now that you've got a feel for the stretch, go ahead and do that. Good work. Go ahead and slowly rotate and switch to the other leg on top. First of all, press that knee towards the floor, trying to feel that stretch right away. Good. And then if you want to, you can press up from the floor to keep that spine straight. Few breaths. And then if you're ready, go ahead and pull that foot just a little closer for an extra stretch. Awesome job. Go ahead and take these feet out in front of you once again. Flex the toes. If you can reach them, you can give them an extra tug. If not, you're just reaching for them. The goal is not to stretch the hamstring here. We already did that and we will do it again later. The goal is to stretch out the calf. So really, really flex those toes. Really stretch right here through the calves. Good. Tugging on those toes if you can to get a little bit more stretch. Awesome. And then you can go ahead and let the feet relax. Hinge over. You can touch the floor, your ankles, your shins, your knees, whatever you can touch to feel a stretch in the back of your thigh. So hinging over until you feel that stretch. You don't have to go down that far. This is your stretch, not mine, not your friend's. Go down as far as you can until you feel a stretch. Awesome. All right, a couple more stretches. I'm going to go ahead and turn onto one side. I'm going to stay propped up on my elbow, almost like I'm coming into a side plank, but I won't make you do that. Bottom leg is straight. Top leg, I'm going to try and grab the shoelaces. And then really press that top hip towards the front of the room. And then if I try and get that knee in line with my bottom leg, I'll feel a little bit more stretch. I should feel it all the way through the front of my quad. Great work. Keep breathing through it. This one can tend to be a little uncomfortable. That's a big muscle that really needs to be lengthened, so give it some time. Breathe through it. Relax, slowly release it. And then go ahead and rotate and switch to the other side. So once again, elbow propped up like a side plank, bottom leg straight. Grab the top laces or the top foot. And then once again, press that hip forward. Breathe into it, top knee in line with the bottom. And really stretching through that quad. Great work. Go ahead and relax slowly. Come back up to cross-legged. I'm going to take one wrist, grab it with the other hand, and pull it behind the opposite hip. Then I lean the neck towards my big chicken wing elbow. Get a nice stretch all the way through my upper trapezius. It's my neck muscle, my big shoulder neck muscle. Tends to get really tight. We hold a lot of tension up there. And then switch sides. So tug on that wrist, lean the neck, get a nice stretch through the upper trapezius on the other side. Good work. Go ahead, roll these shoulders back. I want you to take a couple breaths and you'll be done. So arms up, inhale. Arms down, exhale. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Great work today.